And just like that, the fight we've been waiting for has begun. Alibaba versus Hakuryuu, Aladdin versus Judar. Magi greatness time. Let's go. So this chapter was very basic. They started fighting. And I think Alibaba in this chapter has somewhat come to terms that this guy is legit. Like, this isn't no changing. I'm not going to be able to talk my way out of this. There's no talk, no jutsu. It's not going to work because he's like, for starters, he's really trying to kill me. He's going for the kill right now. This isn't just like him trying to, whatever which way. He's legit. They've fallen into depravity. So he notices now in this chapter, and I think he's coming to realize that Hakuryuu is beyond saving at this point. At the very least, well, he's fallen into depravity. We don't know if there's actually any possible way to switch the black root to white root. I know that's Aladdin's goal, but as of right now, there's no actual cure to it. So to him, it's like, he's trying to kill me. And then he also finds out in this chapter that the people that are following him basically are all under his control as well, so he really doesn't give a fuck. So I think this is one of those chapters where it's just basically showcasing Alibaba everything that he needs to see to come to grips that you need to fight him with full force and you need to give it everything you got, because not only, again, I think Hakuryuu was 10 times stronger in every which way, but also if you're not even fighting with your best because you're holding back thinking that you're fighting your friend, you're never going to get anywhere. And I think that this chapter was important in that aspect because the fight started and he realizes in this chapter that this guy's too far gone. There is no turning back as of right now. And it was crazy that Aladdin had to jump in and save Alibaba. Like, that's what I mean about Alibaba. While I'm not an Alibaba hater by any means. I like the character. I love mostly every character in Magi in general. But when Aladdin got to jump in to save him right there, and again, that was because of his own naivety. He, at the end of the day, he's like, this is Hakuryuu, this is my friend, what's going on? So I get it that he didn't understand the situation, that they've fallen into depravity or whatever, but I was just thinking to myself, like, god damn, I wanted when this fight went down for Alibaba to be like, yo, get the fuck out of here, we're going full force, fuck you. And instead he's getting saved by Aladdin, which again, it was a naive situation at the time. He didn't understand, but hopefully from here on out, we don't have that anymore, which seems to be the case because at the end of the chapter, they were both serious. I don't think Alibaba's serious in the sense of like, I'm going to kill you, but he's serious enough that, okay, I'm going to have to stop you. Like, there's no other way. And to be honest with you, this chapter was mainly that. Like, this was a very simple chapter. I mean, it was cool as shit. The fight looked epic as hell. It looks like it's going to be crazy, and I can't wait for the day that this gets animated, but aside from that, that's really what it was. The chapter was just Alibaba gets to see what's going on, like who Hakuryuu has truly become or who he was all along in a sense, because I mean at the end of the day a lot of these demons that have come out of him have been there all along ever since what happened with his mother back in the day. So it was just a realization and putting Alibaba to the point where he's like, I need to go serious. That was mainly what this chapter did, because aside from that, it was just mainly the fight started and Alibaba saw some fucked up things. So for the most part, simple chapter. I mean, it was cool as shit, but not too much on the progression side. And again, it was just one of those pushing a little bit forward. I mean, as far as like major progression, no, we didn't get that one with this particular chapter. It was just mainly easing into the fight a little bit more and making it a more serious fight, because if it wasn't for him seeing what Hakuryuu plans to do to Balba, the same country that Alibaba is trying to protect desperately, I don't think he would have gotten full force or whatever. But now that he understands that, it's like, I gotta take care of this motherfucker. Hopefully Aladdin can do the same with Judal. I mean, at the end of the day, even Aladdin had to compliment in a way, or, I'm being real about it, that Judal is on a whole other level, and he's advanced quite a bit since their last confrontation. So yeah, pretty simple chapter, not too much to go crazy about. In all honesty, maybe a 6.5 to a 7. Not big progression or anything like that, but at the very least, it's making so that this fight is gonna be more than just Alibaba. Like, no, but that's my friend. Your friend is trying to conquer your people and fucking put everyone under some hypnosis on some Moon Eye plan. Do something. But let me know what you guys thought of this chapter. What do you think about Alibaba versus Hakuryuu? I still, to this point, to be honest with you, I don't see him and Aladdin taking out Judal and Hakuryuu by any means. If they do, without a very, very, very strong strategic strategy, like a really good strategy, and it's just some BS, and I'm gonna call it for what it is, because in all honesty, I just don't see it happening. I mean, Aladdin, he has, Solomon and all that stuff inside of him, so maybe he can still keep up with Judal, I don't know, but Alibaba's outclassed. I mean, even a duck can see it. Like, even Ray Charles can see this shit, okay? Alibaba is out the race before it began. Cohen, save that young man. And your overall thoughts of the chapter. Again, simple enough. But that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.